I mean, is it really false hope to expect that China will lean on North Korea?
Well, it's not just false hope, it's a grand delusion. And it's a delusion that has captivated the American establishment in Washington, the think tanks, the institutions. And so we've seen president after president, Clinton, Bush, Obama, and initially, at least, President Trump, signing up for this idea that if only we press the right buttons, if only we pressure or cajole China, they will help us solve the North Korean problem. The fact is, China has never helped us. China will never. Look, first, make a choice between the U.S., our goodwill, and North Korea's current regime. Beijing will always choose North Korea because we think China must see North Korea as a problem, too. They don't. China sees North Korea as a very valuable ally in peace and war. In peacetime, to keep the U.S. focused on the Korean Peninsula so China can make mischief elsewhere. But in wartime, North Korea would tie down an enormous slice of U.S. military assets. So we may bicker with our allies and turn away from them. Beijing doesn't. We will never see Beijing remove that regime or even bully it to the point where it threatens to destabilize the regime.
Well, you have a great point. All you have to do is look at the latest proposal from Russia and China that they're calling on the U.S. and South Korea to reduce and restrict our military drills with our ally, South Korea, in exchange for an alleged nuclear freeze by North Korea. First of all, that would keep Kim Jong-un's nuclear arsenal and his missiles. Is that a deal or just blackmail, plain and simple, to try and force us out of the region?
Well, it's a critical question, and you made a critical point. The cynical, even sardonic joint statement by the Russians and the Chinese on this, it didn't call for dismantling his Kim Jong-un's nuclear capability or intercontinental ballistic missile development program. All it just said, we'll freeze that and return the big bad United States needs to stop defending South Korea, because the issue here is the THAADs, the Terminal High Altitude Air Defense System. It's a missile system that shoots down missiles before they can strike their target. Well, China doesn't want it there because it undercuts China's ability to saber-rattle missiles, if I'm not mixing a metaphor there. And also, the North Koreans want it gone. So they've made this about us being the bad guys for defending South Korea, and Kim Jong-un gets a pass. So, again, we need to be much more sophisticated and much, much tougher in our approach. And I hope that President Trump's tweet this morning is an indicator that he is finally the president who woke up that Beijing won't help. Now, the bad news, Eric, is there's no good solution here. And that's one of the reasons Washington always defaults to negotiations and talks. When there's no good solution, we think, well, we'll talk to them some more.
Well, you know, and there doesn't seem to be a really good solution.